Okay. Talking about my fiance is like a big, big problem to the white ones and the Arab ones. I'm going to do it. I'm going to head it, title it. I probably don't want to talk about him again because he's a big time commando. So, okay, having said that, for safety and security, first and foremost, for all these people in the West that, let me, hold on. I gotta not be distracted, interrupted, fucking all this shit all the time. Hold on. Try my hardest in captivity, trapped in a room with terrorists, stalking, hunting, and living it up around me while I'm crawling on my hands and knees begging for help that never comes for 5 years and counting. Okay. We met 7 years ago. We worked with each other. Okay. I formally met him when he came here 5 years ago. Okay. I can't say any details about him. For all these sleazebags in the West that don't know about being loyal, I have plugged both my ears. This is the only way you can do things here, trapped in a room. First and foremost, I met the love of my life when I was 40 years old and I worked with him. By the time I was trapped in a terrorist compound, I formally, physically met him. We worked together. I knew who he was. I knew what he looked like before that, but we were like living together. We were together, but not living in here. He's not living in here. I don't need to say that kind of nonsense shit. Everyone knows the commander was not in the room with me. Okay. He's one of the commandos that protects my life here. Okay? He's one of the best in the world. Elite special ops. So we really got together here. What do I mean by that? You work with someone, you really like them, you love them, all that, but you don't know that it's a perfect fit until you're around them night and day, basically living with them. And then years go by, and then it's like, dude, me and you, we really can't sign this off and say goodbye because I can't imagine my life without you. So let's just keep staying together. Why would we break up? Ever. And find new boyfriends and find new people. There's no reason to do that. We're really happy together. My God. This really works. It's been years. We're still really happy together. It's been so many years, and my God. And that's when you start to realize that you met the person you can really actually make a legal commitment with. It does take time. I don't suggest people just run off and get married like overnight. No. So there was like 2 years of working together and then all these years of living together and working together after that. And then, well, that's my personal story. Then I knew, don't worry about getting married because you can't live without him. You would fucking freak out. It's been so many years, this is it. This is good. My ears are plugged just to do this, people. This is the life I live. The white ones and the Arab ones are keeping me from having any other kind of life. They have to be killed off in order for me to have any other kind of life. They're not sending their Department of Mental Health, their police officers, or their fire department officers until about Wednesday or Thursday, then they'll all be back. More like Thursday. I have a day off from fucking psychotics coming into a house where they cannibalize and fucking use poison gases and chop up bodies and everything else, telling me I'm imagining it and that I have mental health issues. They'll be back. It's on Thursday, Friday, telling me I'm the problem. I'm crazy. I'm loco. They're just fine. They're the kings of the world. I have no right to get married. I have no right to have a job. I have no right to have any sort of resources or money or any independence. I have no right to decide if I want to move away because I'm too fucking poor to get out. They're telling me that I have no right to have people that call me to tell me that they love me. I have no right to have friends. I have no right to have any support group. I have no fucking goddamn right in anything. The white ones and the Arab ones want to chomp and munch on dead corpses, fry them up, stink the house up with dead bodies and fried up protein, which is the protein is the human organs and tissues. They want to chomp and munch on that and tell me I have no fucking right to do nothing about it. Come back to my door and tell me I'm the one that has mental health issues, not them, not the cannibals. The cannibals here are Arabic and are white. There's a gang of cannibal Arabic, they're Afro Arab, that live in that white apartment complex on the corner. There's a gang of white cannibals that live on S Street. You'll see the white ones coming in and out of the doors and the driveways here. That's the white ones, and they're all cannibals. There's a gang of Afro Arabs that live in the apartment complex on the corner of S and 10th. They're also cannibals. There's a whole bunch of cannibals packed in on S Street. It's not citywide. Okay, the fact that Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Congress and the Senate, Supreme Court, your little cops, your little everyone, wants to tell the special forces, best elite intel guys that this isn't happening, keep stomping to my door telling me I'm mentally ill. None of it's happening. It's your own fucking decision. I will be in court having all of you down there tell me this isn't happening here. I know it. Just keep packing the Christmas lights on the street. That makes it not happen. That makes last night's cannibalism never happened. More Christmas lights. I'll probably put more up today. The special ops will know. I can unplug my fucking ears. I don't get to go up and down the street. It's a fucking living nightmare for me. If I go outside, they try to run me over. Who is it? Arabic people try to run me over in their cars. It's not the particularly best scenario for me to be out there. And if they're not Arabic people trying to run me over in their cars, it's white women and men that want to physically knock me out and punch me. I've said this a million times. I'm frankly tired of it, but I'm too poor to run away, to get anywhere. I just sit here watching people go down like cannonballs. Then they fry them up. Then they cut them up. They do all that. I smell all that. I witness all that. Then they pack in the manufactured chemical stenches wherever they want. Then they dissolve the rest. They organ harvest. They get all this fake mail. Everything the same. We go around and around every day. I get poison, chased. They crawling everywhere. There's a million things I can't talk about in here. They just keep crawling in. They're like fucking cockroaches, but they're cannibals. What do you think they are? But they're so goddamn precious here. They're little Afro Arab cannibals packed into that apartment building on the corner of S and 16th, and all the white cannibals up and down the street on S Street. They're so precious that the Congress and Senate can't do nothing but keep them protected, like as if there's some sort of really high person in government. They have all this protection. That's what's happening here. That's why they keep riding their bicycles, going in and out, storming their car doors. You've got this fucking Iranian disgusting slut terrorist hooker thinking she's a goddamn god. I really resent the fucking prostitutes around here. Okay? These bitches, they think they're my executioner, poisoning me and then fucking chopping up bodies, walking around like they're on the catwalk in the fashion show. all these white people on fentanyl that look really pale and zoned out and like zombies, and they're not all there staring at her like she's a god, like, they're all adoring her. I'll never forget it, how adoring they were, just all adoring. And she knew it. She's famous. She's walking by. Everybody's looking at her. Everywhere she goes, she's adored. It's real obvious, this town, how they adore her. So she's real famous. And she's protected to come back, chop up bodies, screw half the New York police force, just spread her legs, let them all gang rape her. That's one Muslim, huh? I told you they're not really Muslim. No. No, and Muslim religion isn't really evil. It's like the Christian religion. You got some really evil people that want to declare everyone a sinner. The Christians believe that black and brown people are literally from Satan. They are the devil. They believe this. They'll be convinced of it. They'll tell you this in some sort of, hysteria. So they're just the same as the Arabic Muslim terrorists. And that's why these two people are packed in on S Street. You got the cannibal. They believe they're Muslim, whatever they want to believe. This hooker probably thinks she's Muslim too. Muhammad told her to do that. I doubt it. I really doubt it, but whatever the excuse is here. Okay, so in the West, they have no idea about being loyal. They just think, I gotta have sex. I gotta have sex. So my fiance and I were not in a relationship like that for the first 2 years, but by the time he got here, we were. And he's not the type of man to say, oh, hey, babe, I gotta have sex while you're trapped in here going through this. Let me go have sex. No, okay? I gotta plug both my ears again because of their fucking roaring mufflers. So I want the world to know that I have a spouse that's loyal, that won't cheat on me. That isn't out having sex with girls. I gotta have sex. Okay, he's been in here literally breathing with me in here. I'll go in the bathroom and then upstairs. Can I unplug my ears yet? Okay, good. A huge dude will go down right over my head in the bathroom. It happens all the time. And I don't want to describe and waste all this time on the video describing what it's like when a 200-pound man fucking gets shot right over your head. I don't want to spend all this time on the video describing how fast a body goes down when a weapon is used on him. I gotta plug my ears. Here comes another motherfucking Washington, D.C. muffler. So that happens all the time in here, but the Department of Mental Health, the police, the fire, and other federal agents will keep coming and trying to arrest me, saying I'm crazy and I'm imagining this. They'll say I'm a threat to Donald Trump. They'll say I'm a threat to Joe Biden. Okay, we're almost to 14 minutes. So I guess I couldn't quite give my fiance the credit he deserves by saying thank you, fiance, for not going and having sex for the last 4 years, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Having sex doesn't make you a man. What makes you a man is waiting for me, and I thank you for that, okay? My fiance basically has been imprisoned with me. We're going to have to go over 14 goddamn minutes. By the way, I'm plugging my fucking ears again. Because he fought the white ones and the Arab ones in their little glorious militaries, they tried to take over certain countries. He was basically imprisoned with me, and he came here to save my life and write out his prison sentence too, okay? They tried to imprison him and imprison me, okay? Because he's a high-level military person who said, no, I'm not going to go along with this. I'm trying to explain this with your fucking ears plugged. I'm just a little exasperated with this crap. All right. But even if he was living it up in the lap of luxury, he wouldn't have go out and have sex. He's just not one of those type of guys, okay? And also, what's good is that we were older when we met. So that is a benefit, because when you're young, really young, there is a tendency to think this is the person that's going to work out forever. I got to plug my ears again. And that is how some marriages don't last forever. So the upside to meeting the right one when you're older is you definitely know. And then we've had 4 years of just living together. I can't plug my ears. I can't give up all the tactics to the special ops. But just repeat this. So many times these creeps crawl in, and my fiance will be right behind them. Bang, and then you hear the body just crash fucking down. And it's this big old dude, okay? And at that point, I have to get out of the bathroom or get out of the hallway or get back upstairs. And I have to hide in my room. And then after that, you smell the dead corpse, all these scumbags that are protected people here, like this Iranian hooker. And these creeps, these white people that keep riding their bikes and their cars every day, everywhere. They drag the body. I've heard the body be dragged. The special ops know it, because the special ops take them down here. They cut them up, and then they munch on them. They start munching. Munch, munch, chew, chew. Fry them up. And they eat the fucking corpses. And then they also take out livers and other organs and sell them. And the George Washington Hospital is fully responsible for that. See you later, Department of Mental Health. I look forward to you coming and telling me I'm insane. Goodbye.